Why is my mind is always trying to think, and I just did this emotional regulation practice for like the last hour where I just kind of sat here. I did sit here and I just allowed myself to be still. And it feels really nice. I feel all tingly and stuff. I feel present. And just understanding, rather not even understanding, but just allowing, really, and accepting like myself in the present moment and my emotions and the sensations that come with that, and the not knowing, I don't have to understand. I just have to trust it, and trust how I feel. Like today I woke up and I was like, I really want to record a video just talking about just being like a sentient person for real. And I feel like I'm having a better, deeper understanding of what that is. Like right now, like sentient is not, it's like the definition of it is like the ability to feel and perceive things, right? A lot of that is not thinking. It's like you literally gotta sit there and feel it, and feeling it is not labeling it or like trying to understand what you just don't understand, even when it comes to self, especially when it comes to self, because what the hell, like so many things that our body processes that our mind just simply cannot comprehend. And that's really like ego just trying to protect us at the end of the day, which is not wrong. It's just like she be getting in the way. I know mine do. She be trying to talk and trying to just, you're this and you're that, and it's just like, no, sister, like I'm just here, bro. I'm just here. I'm just here. And that's okay. And that's enough. Like, taking care of myself is enough. Listening to myself and my body is enough. I don't have to understand it. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to feel good either. Just be here to like feel that shit. And knowing that I'm already complete. Like, healing is a journey. It's not a destination. It literally never stops. And a lot of that takes place naturally on its own time. Like, we are not in control of healing. Like, my body heals when she wants to heal, when she's ready to heal. My mind is always trying to complete things that didn't even have a chance to like open up and be, it's like unfinished, like a lot of things are unfinished, and I feel like my mind is just always trying to race to the next step, to the next problem to solve, and not even, I'm just wanting to not even look at myself as a problem anymore, or the self-improvement, and just being like, like I'm here, like I'm here. And that shit is just like, it feels so powerful and so calming, like releasing the judgment and the resistance to relax and just allow my body to do what she wants to do, what she feels like doing, what it needs to do, and just not interfering and just like letting it do what it needs to do, bro. Like, not performing, not trying to be strong. Like, not trying to label it or be so quick to to fix it or to heal it or to even hold it. I don't even gotta do that. Just be here. Let the fear take over. Just observe it. Don't absorb it. Don't overanalyze it. Just sit with it. That's like being present for real. Not forcing it. Not trying to change it. Like even now I can feel myself like, my ego really trying to do that, and it's a process. Like I don't gotta show up perfect. I don't gotta show up. I just gotta show up, and just be here and just be myself. Excuse me. It's confirmation. Yeah, you know, really leaping into the things that like I'm afraid of, because most things we're afraid of are really the things we're meant to do, that I'm supposed to do. You know. Drastic things call for drastic changes, and drastic doesn't have to be like, it just do some different shit, do it differently than I would have in the past, and just release expectations and just have gratitude for the ability to be here for real, to do this, to connect with people, to be seen and to be heard and to be loved. Like, and I feel like every time I'm about to like cry, like my ego's like wanting to interfere, I'm allowing, as much as I can. I'm not gonna judge. But I feel like I've been getting a lot of like glimpses and nudges and reminders of myself, like what truly makes me feel happy and good. And leaning into that and appreciating that, bro, because it's just like being in this world with so many like people. It's a lot. Life is a lot. And when you're such a fucking feeler, you just feel not only your own shit, but like everything else. Like everything else just like pulls at your heartstrings, and you care. I care. I care a lot about a lot of shit, maybe sometimes too much. That's okay. I just know that I have a lot of love to give, and I feel a lot of love because I am love. Like, and I'm not. There's nothing wrong with caring. There's nothing wrong with feeling so much. It's overwhelming sometimes, in a good way and in a bad way, and that's okay too. Like, I'm just really learning how to accept myself, really, and have self-compassion. Like, and just like embracing the shit, just embracing me for real, like and just leaning into the shit that really makes me happy. Like, doing this type of shit makes me happy. Sharing this type of shit makes me happy. Like, I've got so many, like, I just saw 10:10 on the clock. Like, I love that. I've just been getting so many, like, glimpses of just, like God in the universe. But I call her so many things. I just say God, for real, universe. Just letting me know, Kennedy, like, you're not alone. Like I'm not the only person who feels like this, who cares so much, who wants to, like, help people, you know? And she's, like, telling me, like, I can only do that by being myself, by showing up as myself, by showing the things that I've been made to, like, feel fearful of, or that I felt like I had to hide. Like, the things that I want to hide are really the things that people need to see, that people want to see, you know? Like this, you feel me? And not being, like, so quick to judge myself or explain myself, really. Like, you know? Like, again, like, the thing that I fear most is the shit that I really need to do, you know? And I came across this beautiful content creator. Her name is Desiree. Love her. Literally just started, but it's moments like that where I come across people. It's like that I'm literally looking at myself. Like, I'm literally looking at you, and you are me, and I am you. Because, I mean, we literally are all that. But her messages and just the way that she speaks, and just, it's just, you can feel the love, you know? And moments like that, I just don't feel alone anymore. Like, I feel seen and I feel heard and acknowledged, for real, you know, and happy and grateful and appreciated, and me appreciating them for being that, you know, for being themselves, you know, making me feel comfortable to be myself, you know, making me and encouraging me and supporting me to be myself, to be everything that I already am, really. And she just inspired me a lot, you know, when people just show love to, like, my videos, and, like, I write poetry and stuff like that. And I remember the other day, like, was that like maybe 2 days ago, and I was up literally late at night eating banana pudding. It was like 4 in the morning. It was like 4 in the morning, bro. Banana pudding, my inner child loves that shit so much. And I know recently, like, a lot of my heart and my inner child has been needing a lot of healing. When I crave sweets, like, randomly like that, because I'm a sweet, I got a sweet tooth, but when it's like that, like, random, I know my heart needs a little love. My little inner baby need love. But I posted this poem that I wrote a while back, like this year, on Reddit, maybe like less than a month ago. Maybe like 2 weeks ago, I posted it on Reddit. You know, because I was like, a friend of mine, Kiavi, love you. He was like, girl, post that poem. Like, post these poems, post your work. We're gonna die one day. Like, people need to see it. Like, it does no good just sitting in a vault. And I was like, you know what, you're right. Because a lot of my poems are very, like, achy. They're very dark, you know? And just, that's how I felt at the time, you know? Like, that's just how I felt. That's how I feel most times. As of recently, I've just been, you know, healing a lot of trauma and just shedding a lot of shit, bro. I'm just shedding a lot of shit. And I've been having a lot of fucking fun on Reddit. People on Reddit are fucking cool. If y'all are not on Reddit, please go to Reddit. Reddit is so fucking cool. Like, being on there has also made me not feel alone. Like, everybody on there is so fucking cool because you come across so many different people and they're funny as shit. And they're funny as shit. I love it. But I was like on my little astrology, like, channel or whatever, and I responded to somebody. I think I was telling her, like, I don't know, I can't remember what the post was, because I love astrology, so I can't remember what I exactly said, but we had the same sun and moon. I'm a Capricorn sun and Cancer moon, sister sign, so y'all know that shit conflicting as hell. It's like push and pull all the damn time. But the other person I had found on Reddit, she also had the same thing. I think I had guessed it. No, I think that's somebody else. I think we were just talking about, like, hold on. So we were talking about, it was this video on Reddit where they were talking about like how all the signs are when they get sick, and they were so fucking accurate. Like Capricorn, it was funny as fuck. I'll probably link it. But I have responded to her when she was like, yeah, Capricorn, we're like, fuck, I keep forgetting. Pretty much how, like, Capricorns, when we get sick, we're still gonna pop pills and, like, we're still gonna do the work. We're still gonna be popping pills, sitting in the bed on that laptop, getting shit done. Like, we don't know how to sit the fuck down for shit. And, like, with the Cancer moon, just, like, knowing we need that rest, and knowing it's, like, we're like the crybabies. Like, I hate that Cancer say that we're cry, but we really are. We're just sensitive. I'm not a crybaby. I'm just sensitive, you know, and I know what I need, and I'm really in tune with my emotions. Emotions can be overwhelming, and, you know, that's just that. But, like, all I have to say, we had the same sun and moon sign, and she had found my poem. She found my poem, and I was writing. That was like a really big trauma dump. And it's really long. And I posted that, and I just was like, I gotta get this out here, like. And I was afraid. I really was afraid to. I'm afraid to share things like that about myself. I'm afraid to share my work, because, like I said, it's really achy. It's really, like, dark and deep. It's very deep. Like, I'm not a surface level poem writer. I write quite literally how I feel. And most recently, like, a lot of that has been dark and deep, you know, like the shadows of my being just being, like, given the room to express for real. And we called each other, like, she called me her luminary twin, right? And it was just so cute. I love that term. Like, I was like, oh, like, I love that. Like, that's so beautiful. But she found my poem. Same night, I'm in the kitchen eating this banana pudding. Well, getting it. About to come back in the room and eat it. And I remember standing there and I was thinking, like, bruh, like, I'm such a deep ass nigga, bruh. I know I'm not the only person in the earth who feels this way. And God has been sending me so many signs, like, Kennedy, you're not alone. And I came back in here and I saw, mind you, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I go to my phone and I see that she responded to my poem. Just saying, like, girl, number one, this was so beautifully written. And I feel you and I see you. And to just keep writing and to keep going. And, like, the same thing with the content creator D that I mentioned, like, people just seeing me and just, like, my work actually, like, you know, like, it's doing what I wanted it to do, you know, even when I didn't think that, or even when, if that wasn't my intention of, like, okay, I'm gonna post this to help. It's like, I am though in that way, you know. I just create because I want to, because that's just how I feel. But just knowing that, like, I'm able to, like, help people in that way, it's just, you know, because it's the same thing that they do for me, you know, like, coming across people like D and, like, so many other beautiful people where it's just like, wow, like, what the fuck, like, you know, it's just like kind of that recognition that, like, I feel like I be looking for sometimes, like maybe validation in that way too. Like, you know, I'm not alone. Like, how I feel is real and it's normal, and I've been learning how to do that for myself. But just having other people just be like, hey, like, I see you, girl. Like, I see you, and you do a really good fucking job at this. Like, please keep doing it. Just having other people believe in me, and to have that, like, to see, like, it's just so, like, it's so grounding, and it's just so, like, jarring. Because it's like, I didn't even expect nobody to see that fucking poem. It's so, I don't even know if I could call that a poem. Maybe a short story, autobiography, maybe. Like, it was really long, but it was really deep. Like, I was not playing, bitch. I was hurting so bad. And I posted that shit. And she's like, and it got a lot of views too. But she was the first person to I swear I didn't even go back to see it until then. And also with the content creator D, she was like, fuck the views, like, fuck the numbers. You know, like, the community will come. Like, the people who see me and feel me, it will come. They will be there, and they will be, and I will know it. I will see them, and I will feel it. And in that moment, and I was like, you just don't know how much I needed that. Like, I was so scared, and I still feel like again, that fear of doing things that I'm scared to do, to post that and to post my work and to show myself, you know, in these moments of like vulnerability, because my mind just wanted to say weakness, and I am feeling weak right now. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't have to show up strong, but just my moments of like vulnerability and just being weak and feeling weak and just feeling not confident and not feeling like myself, or just again like just the dark parts of me, you know, because I'm not always joy, love, and light. Like, bitch, I be going through it. And again, that's like the parts that people really need to see. And a lot of times that's also the parts that people criticize you, because they're like, oh, what the fuck are you on here crying about? Like the other day I was on TikTok, and y'all know that whole little like university streamer thing with like Kai and all of them. If y'all know, if y'all don't, that's okay. I don't really be watching like streamers like that, but I was like, it kind of intrigued me, because I'm like, streaming university, that's y'all like lit. I'm not gonna lie, that's cool. I fuck with the concept. But and I saw like Brooklyn Frost, and she was just like, I guess she was telling her chat, like, you know, like there was a party going on, and she was just saying how like her social battery was drained and ran out, and she just doesn't feel like it. And she was crying, and people in the comments, I guess people in the chat were just, you know, people probably not being as supportive. Maybe some, but y'all know they're there for a reason. They want to watch her be up there in the mix and stuff like that. And people were saying how Brooklyn, and I don't know, like, I didn't watch the stream. Like, again, I don't really watch stuff like that. If I catch it, it's like already after, and I don't, nonetheless, I don't know. That's just not my like tea for real. But she was just crying and just like, again, just being human. And I was just watching, and then I was like looking on the comments, because I saw it on TikTok, and I was just looking at the comments. Some people were saying how like, you know, some of the people who were there weren't talking to her. Some of the girls weren't talking to her because it was like of her ex or whatever, like a past situation. My mom, what the fuck did he got to do with her? But you know, I be just assuming shit. But also, other people were saying like, no, she was getting along with people. She was talking. Like, you know, people just had their limits. Like, not everybody is going to be like, you know, again, that's like several hundred people with a whole bunch of different fucking personalities. Nonetheless, though, my whole point of bringing that up, though, was because she was crying about having a normal, natural human experience of being overwhelmed and drained. Like, could you imagine your job literally being socializing with niggas all the time? Niggas you don't even know? You probably do got to put on a damn performance or act to some degree. And performing and acting or putting on a mask gets tiring, you know, or just having to constantly be around people, especially people who probably really don't get you, probably people you really don't align with, or just Maybe the energy is off. Maybe they were being suspect. I don't fucking know. It's overwhelming. And just seeing her in that moment, it just, again, just these reflections of these mirrors, like, we are not wrong. I am not wrong. None of us are wrong for having these moments of like being drained and uncertainty and just feeling low, or just not feeling like up to certain shit, like we need breaks, bro. Like we need breaks, And just seeing her in that moment, it was just like, like she's also a woman. You know how we women are, not to say we're emotional, but we are. Like, that's how we're supposed to be. We're feminine. We're ladies. Like, we supposed to feel, bitch. Duh. But again, how society is always wanting us to be everything but that. Want us to just to show up but not say nothing. To just sit there and be pretty, bitch. No. I will come and look and feel however the fuck I want to come and look and feel. And if you feel some type of way about it, bitch, you should. And I mean that with so much love. I don't even mean that with angst. I think I did, actually. I did mean that with a little angst. But more so towards the people who are trying to judge women and just people in general for having emotions. Because the other thing, was I was thinking to myself the other day, I was sitting outside and I was like, I really am a sentient being. Like, I'm an environmental empath. Like, I pick up on shit. I go outside and I look at the sky and it makes me cry. I hear birds chirping. I don't know if y'all have heard these birds chirping in the background. And my little subtle pauses are just while I'm talking. Shit like that makes me cry. When I hear shit like that, it makes me cry. So if nature can do that, damn, for sure people gonna do that to me. You know what I'm saying? But all that I had to say, I was just saying how, I feel like I've always just been around very analytical people. People who intellectualize rather than feeling. Because you could sit here and talk about something all day. You could think about how you feel. But it's another thing to sit here and, feel it. And I felt bad for her. I'm going to go back to what I was just saying about Brooklyn because I don't think I really finished that sentiment. I just felt so bad, being overwhelmed, bro. Especially when it's that's, part of your job, maybe to have to be like that. And maybe she's introverted, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe she likes smaller crowds. Maybe this is a lot for her. Again, streamer university, you're in a fucking college situation with a bunch of random asses. That's like college for real. That's literally how college is. You around a bunch of random niggas that you don't know for the first time. You gotta be yourself to know people, to get to know people, for people to get to know you. And that's scary. And that's overwhelming. And it's not fun sometimes. It's like, whoa. Okay. I know how I felt when I went to college, bitch. I was a hermit. I didn't talk to a fucking soul. I talked to my roommates and the people that I had mutual shit with, classes and stuff like that. But bitch, I was like this. I kept myself very small, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I did. Because I was just scared. People are judgmental and people are really mean. People are really mean. And when you're like this, just such a feeling and sensitive, people don't really get that. They don't, they look at you like, what the hell is wrong with you? And it's like, nothing's wrong with me. I feel. What you mean you don't feel this? You don't feel this? You don't feel this way? What? They always try to make you feel like an outcast. They always try to make you feel like you weird. People have always tried to make me feel like I'm weird. Family, friends, partners. I'm releasing expectations on myself for real. This is just me. But I'm an empath. I really am. That's not a joke. I really am. It's like I can see people before they see themselves. I can see exactly how they feel without them even saying it. It's really scary sometimes because it's like, whoa, how did I know that though? because I give a fuck, and because bitch, I'm that's what God made me as, to feel things, you know, to see people in ways that they are probably too scared to see themselves. But honestly, I can only do that because I'm also doing it for myself, you know. Also was doing it before I even knew I was doing it, you know. I feel like I'm coming into that again, that acceptance of just like, this is who I am, like, and I'm becoming a lot secure and grounded in it, you know, day by day, little by little, steps, one step at a time. But you see, I'm itching my throat and shit. I take everything as a sign. Everything is a confirmation for me. Opening my throat chakra like this, you know, talking like this, like, this is how I'm supposed to be. Like, I'm supposed to sit here and express myself, bro, so other people can not feel alone. I don't want to feel alone. I don't want y'all to feel alone. We shouldn't feel alone. It's 8 point something billion people in the world. It's no way in hell we should be feeling alone like this, bro. There's too many of us on this earth to be feeling alone. But yeah, it still happens, you know, to feel lonely. We're not ever alone, but you know, it's like we're just not around people who see you. And I know for me, like, I've never felt comforted or supported and acknowledged, really, um, by people I wanted to be comforted, supported, and acknowledged by. My parents and shit, family, friends, people I dated. And in a lot of ways, I like dim myself, you know, and settle for that because I thought that that was all I could get, you know, or that those were the only people who I'd ever have, you know, for real. Like, forgetting that there's like a whole big wide world out here, Kennedy. And not everybody I gotta connect with or connects with me is gonna be in like legit proximity of me, but they kind of are, you know. Phones are really cool. Like I said, all of these beautiful people who have found me and I found them, bro, like, that's connection, bro. That's like love, bro. That's people, again, who are like myself, you know. And it makes me in these moments just feel not alone, because I'm not alone. Like, I have me, I'm here, but, and I have God, of course, always. But it's a different feel when you physically know, like, okay, there's people here, you know, and having that be constant and consistent. And you don't even gotta like go look for it. It's already there. You know, you don't gotta ask for more. You don't gotta be more. You gotta do more. You don't gotta say more. Like, people just, they know what to say. They know how you feel. I just got an I am notification that says I am grateful to be alive, happy, and free. Yes, I am. You know, I am. If I just think about like life for real, then there's like nothing I would change, you know, like, maybe, yeah, I won't say nothing, but I'm also just understanding everything happens like as it's meant to. A lot of those things, yeah, out of my control, but I did the best that I could, you know, but what I knew. And it, like, you know, made me the person that I am today. You know, the woman that I am today. The person I've always been, for real, you know, like, nothing really has changed much about me, you know. I've grown a lot, matured, and experienced a lot, for sure. A lot has changed. I'm not even gonna say that a lot has changed, but like, who I am at the core of my being, I've always been like me, for real. And so again, like I was saying, just being around, I saw 1818 on my clock. I love my angel number so much. I'm gonna go look at what these, I know 1010 is like completion, but I'm gonna go look at what 18 means. But just being around people who just do not make me feel seen, for real. And to be seen is to be loved, for real. Just not being around people make me feel loved, bro. You know, like, who don't make me feel love for who I am, you know, for who I literally am. Who make me feel like who I am is too much, or it's too this, or it's too that. Being around people like that sucks, and it's so tiring, and it's so draining, bro. It's like, the fuck, it'll really have you and have me begging people to see me and to love me, and I'm like, whoa. That shit take away from your energy, bro. That shit take away from your shit, bro. You lose yourself trying to get other people to see you, bro. I lost myself, bro, in so many ways. And I feel like I'm finally coming back home. You know? And sometimes, like, and it's okay to be lost. Like, I don't even have to look at it like, you know, so I was desperate, bro. Like, I was desperate. I just didn't want to be alone. And I was afraid to be alone, you know, with myself, with me. I was afraid of myself. So it's like I just kept myself around people. I just settled for things that I know I didn't want, for things I know that didn't make me feel good. And a lot of that wasn't my fault. It's just conditioning, you know, childhood trauma and stuff like that. Just learned behaviors and just shit that, again, I don't have control over. Like, you know, but just knowing that, like, it's like my responsibility to take care of that for me, to choose better now, you know, because I have a choice now. I'm free to do that, to live my life how I want to, and to remove anything and everybody that's not adding to my peace, bro. And being okay with being alone, you know, with myself. Being okay with being by myself, bro. Like, I enjoy my company a lot. Sometimes too much, but bitch, being around people, like I said, the world is so many people, bro. It's a lot being around people, bro. That's what I'm saying. Brooklyn, bitch, I feel you. Like, bitch, cry that shit out. Don't let no nigga force you to go nowhere you don't want to go, girl. The fuck? I don't like when people do shit like that. Like, y'all are not being compassionate and having empathy towards that girl. And most things that people lack towards others, they lack towards themselves. I'm understanding that too. I'm learning that. I'm seeing that. You know, consideration, kindness, compassion, giving things a second thought. You know, I feel like that's something I've always done. A lot of times too much, you know, self-sacrificing and overgiving when I don't really have much to give. That people pleasing, you know, wanting to help people, but I'm learning that, like, okay, I can do that and not self-sacrifice. Actually, love is not self-sacrifice. It's not that. It's not that. It's not begging, and it's not attachment. Attachment drains connection. It's like, it's rest for real. Attachment is like a fucking chaotic roller coaster you can't get off. You know, like fucking the land of drool and like fucking Lava Girl, Shark Point Lava Girl, when he was not letting him off that fucking roller coaster. Yeah, that's how fucking attachment feels. Like, bitch, you just losing it. You losing it. You losing it. Connection feels like, wow, I can get off this bitch anytime I want to, actually. And I'm free to do whatever the fuck I want to do. And do it with who I want to do it with. And they just sit there and they, not sit there, but they just love me. They just love me, bro. They just love me for everything that I am. And they allow me to be everything that I want to be. And they encourage me and they support me and they uplift me. And it's reciprocal and it's constant and it's consistent and it's genuine. And it's like they want to do it, not because they feel like they need to do it, because they want to do it, bro. You know, being able to just take a step back and just let other people, like, take care of me for real. You know, I don't need to be strong all the time, but I feel like that's exactly what you have to do in attachment. Is like, You gotta be strong all the time because everybody else, like, they're not being there for you in the ways that you need. And they're not being there for you in the ways that you are there for them. And that shit sucks. It's draining. It hurts. You know, like, yeah, I can take care of myself, but damn, nigga, like, can I vent though? And not have you sit here and try to intellectualize my shit and question and trying to challenge my emotional intelligence because you don't know how to sit there and like feel. And you're looking at me like I'm weird. I don't like shit like that. I don't like people who make me feel like that, bro. Because I would never make people feel like that. I try my best not to. I really do. You know, like, yeah, it hurts and it sucks. Because a lot of that has come from family for real. And people I had as friends. And just seeing like, I definitely was more your friend than you were mine. You know, like, definitely cared a lot more than you did. I cared more about you than you cared about you, and that's the problem. Can't do that, Kennedy. Can't self-sacrifice. Can't fill others' cups if I'm not filling my own. Take that step back, bitch. But I also know that that's just like who I am for real. Like, I'm a lover. I love to love people. I love to help people, but